She is a fashionista. In fact, she refers to herself as a diva. Eeefy is 6 feet tall and she wears high-heeled shoes that are 5 inches or 6 inches high on a daily basis. How long will Eeefy be wearing her high-heeled shoes? Let's listen to her.
I love wearing high heel shoes. I've never done without heels. I've always worn heels. You know, as a child, I learned to walk on my toes. It's like standing on heels. And then, of course, I had a very dramatic mother. She was a fashionista and had all these wigs and high heels. Now I just go with my skinny, tiny legs and climb on the heels. Many times I would stumble and fall, but I would still stand up and climb on the heels. And look at me, all my life I'm climbing on heels. I love it. I love it. It's fun. In Nigeria, growing up was more like, oh, I want to be like my mother. I want all those wigs and those shoes, those high heel shoes. Like, how can you dress up and not wear high heels? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to wear high heels. It makes you feel beautiful. I think high heels is part of how a woman wants to portray herself to the world. It makes you feel so beautiful, it makes you feel sexy. But there's also something else. It actually helps build the curve of your muscles. Yes, or the muscles of your calves. It helps build them. When you stand on the heels, well, depend on the high heels. Depend on how high. Some people can stand on very high heels like this. Look at how high this one is. And it helps with your gait. You know, you tend to walk straighter when you're on heels. It helps a woman, you know, build her confidence when she's all dressed up and she put on her high heels and she's standing straight and she's walking straight, and there's an appeal to that. People like it. It depends on, you know, your outfit. Yeah, you know, what look you're doing that day. Are you wearing a suit? Are you going to the office? Because if you're going to work, to the office, you can't stand on very high heels for a long time. Because that's actually where the negative comes in. Because if you stand on very high heels, like stilettos, for a very long time, can put pressure on your back and hurt you. So you don't want to do that. If you are going to work, where you dress on suits or dresses for work professional, you know, kind of outfit, it's good to wear lower heel, like 3-4 inches. I mean, some people may not be able to wear 4. I will wear 4 inches to work, as long as you're not standing on your toes all day, right? It's 10 hours. No, it's wrong. But, you know, it's good to wear short heels when you're going to work and you're wearing suits and all that. Actually, I would advise, but it's just that lots of people don't like to wear wedges to work. Wedges are more comfortable to wear to work. Okay, they are very much comfortable. Because, of course, if you're going to work, you're not dressed on leggings like I'm wearing now or whatever. Depending on your work, but if you're a professional woman, you tend to wear suits more. Wedges are good for those, but maybe stilettos are more for suits, but short stilettos, short, right? And then you have platforms. Now, platforms can be very comfortable depending on how you wear them. When I dress up, it's always the most exciting moment. What shoes am I going to wear? I spend so much time in my shoe closet. Walk around the room, look at the shoes, put them up, okay, this one, what color, what am I wearing, you know, do I want, you know, just very bright color? You know, do I want something toned down because maybe my dress is already very dramatic, but it's still got to be very high heel shoe? First of all, depending on how my feet is feeling that day as well. Even though I love to wear very high heel shoes, there are places that I go to, I have to feel more comfortable so that I can stay there longer. In such places, I will wear, you know, peep-toe stilettos. I wear mules or peep-toe, or even pumps that have peep-toe, that are open toes, so my toes are comfortable. Very important, because if my toes are pushing onto the shoe itself, to the material, that's how you develop the corn, and you know, you have all this pain and all that. So if I'm going to a place I'm going to stay for long, I'll wear, you know, stilettos with peep-toe or mule, or I will even wear wedges, because wedges are more comfortable, but very high wedges, because you have to have that, you know, va-va-voom. You know, I like to make the entrance. I'm already tall, and with the very high heels and my 6-foot frame is like, whoa, girl. I'm like, yes, darling, I just arrived. Why be there if they wouldn't even know you were there? You can tell the change of mood when a woman is on flats and when she goes on those heels. Oh, darling, she just changes. It's automatic, you know. So a woman that observes, right, that is observant and observes that, then she wants to practice it. If you want to, first it starts with the desire, and then you're like, okay, I like it, I want to. You start to practice, but please don't practice with 4-inch heels, don't practice with 5-inch heels, 6, 7-inch heels. No, do not do that. You start with 3-inch heels. You know, stand on them, learn to stand on them first, because you don't want to run before you crawl. So learn to stand on them first and try to pose with them. Because the beautiful thing about heels too is that it helps with curves if you don't have curves. And if you have curves already, it exaggerates it more. But if you don't have curves, when you're on heels, it helps you to show a little curve, because it curves your body when you stand. Okay, so you learn to stand with them first. And once you start enjoying how you, maybe if you have a mirror, you know, a lengthy mirror, it's okay, so you can see your full body, see your feet, see your legs, and also your shoulders, everything, see how you look. You start that way, and then you start to walk on them, and try to sway a little bit when you walk, because it helps with the balance. Don't try to just walk, you know, straight, like a linear line. No, no, no. Try to sway a little bit, and then you start helping with the balance, So when you're comfortable with wearing 3-inch heels, then you go to the 4-inch heels. But there's another thing that is very critical. Some of us have natural arch. Some women don't have that. See, if you don't have that, then it becomes very difficult to wear stilettos, because then you have the curve, yeah? There's an arch. And when it's forced, you can sprain your ankle, you can actually put a lot of pressure on your back and all that, and then you may stumble and fall. So for someone that doesn't have an arch, it's better, actually more comfortable, to wear wedges, right? Or to wear platforms, because platforms are leveled. They're not like stilettos. Because stilettos, the shoe itself in front is flat, and then it's just the heel that is high. If you don't have arch, it's very difficult, unless you're an athlete, a dancer, a ballet dancer. You're practicing standing on your feet. Dancers can do they can wear all kinds of shoes, because they're constantly working on their muscles. They're constantly, you know, if you're in fitness, you're constantly working on your muscles, and they're strengthened all the time, so they're strong. If you're not into fitness, you're not a dancer, you're not an athlete, please, you don't have an arch, don't mess with those stilettos. I love red heels. I love turquoise. I love silver. I love black, because black is powerful. Yes, I love turquoise. I love, white heels are very sexy as well. But, they just get dirty very quickly. And, first of all, very beautiful white heels are not common. They're not common. And I want to do colorful shoes. I'm working on designing my own shoes. Very high heel stiletto shoes. I'm bringing you shoes, sexiness in heels. So you all get ready.
That's Eeefy for you. Always has a load of gist about her shoes, her dressing, and what she's going to be doing next. Now it's time to unwind and relax. Are you seeing the improvements as regards to the exercise yet? Have you been working out with us regularly? Are you finding time to do a little bit on your own? Are you improving your stamina, your agility, your focus, and your endurance? Work out with us for the next 5 minutes.